history time. So, the key is in orbit around Suvorov. That's the very same ice ball where the United Colonies built a supermax prison they call the Lock. The UC is so clever. Supermax prison, lock, key. Cute, huh? Now, we've got everything the fleet needs right here. Of course, you've got to pay for it. Remember, on the key, credits are king. What the hell is this?
All right, hang on, Nev. Before you get pissed, I've got my hands full.
Jasmine, sweetie, I'm trying to give a tour here. So you want to tell me why those damn doors are sealed?
It's called a malfunction. You know, that thing I spend most of my day dealing with. Believe me, my people are on it. Have a little faith for once.
Aw. And you always, Angel. This here's Jasmine. You need anything for your ship, she's got you covered. We'll hit up the depot next since these doors have given out on us. So anyway, we were talking about the Lock. About 100 years ago, the prisoners down there rioted and took over the place. After stealing some ships, they were actually able to make it up here and took over the key.
About time you brought us new blood, Neva. I was getting tired of trading with the same old faces.
You're just ticked everyone's getting wise to your ridiculous prices, Aludra. Anyway, welcome to the depot, Rook, where you'll be lucky if these blood-sucking leeches don't bleed you completely dry.
Whoa. It's not our fault that people don't appreciate how much it costs to get untraceable merchandise onto the key.
Neva's just whining because she thinks she lost a ton of cash selling us a shipment of gear. She should have done her homework. Yeah, sure, laugh it up. I'll remember that next time I need something from you cheapskates. Let's move on. Back to my story. After the liberated prisoners grabbed the key, they established it as a base of operations and began pirating the spaceways. That was how the Crimson Fleet began. Of course, Jasper Cricks had a lot to do with all that, but, we'll get to him later. Rook, meet Zuri, queen of the rare exports.
If I don't have it, you don't need it.
Neuroamps, blueprints. Hit her up and she'll take care of you.
Speaking of which, you still owe me for that last purchase, Neva. It's like 5 figures. Don't make me collect it the hard way.
The hard way? Oh no. Rook, protect me from Zuri's vengeance. Enough of the bullshit, Zuri. I'll pay you when I pay you. Deal with it. Got a problem with that? Take it up with the boss.
If it's hard to find,
you've got
I probably
Bradley
got
from
it.
the Trade Authority. I'm sure you know the deal there. He'll buy pretty much anything, no matter how hot. Then we got our med bay on the left, run by the one and only Samina Mizra. She'll patch you up, if you've got the money. We don't run any free clinics up in here, you don't? Okay, this is our final stop. Over there, you've got the Last Nova, where Bog serves watered-down drinks at ridiculously exorbitant prices. And right here is the most important place on the entire station, the Reckoner's Core, run by the incomparable Shinya Voss.
Another new Rook, Neva? I can't believe Delgado still lets you recruit, given what happened with the last one.
You mean Austin Rape? It's been taken care of, all right? I don't like loose ends, and this Rook is the one who tied it off.
Perhaps next time you'll try to be a bit more discerning regarding your choices. It's far more cost-effective.
Yeah, love you too, darling. Anyway, Shinya handles our lifeblood. The money. We call him our Reckoner, but if you ask me, he's actually a pain in the ass.
And Neva... will slit your throat if she thinks you'll bleed creds.
Go to hell, boss. Take care of our new friend here, or I'll find a way to pull the pin on that little party popper in your chest. Anyway, Shinya will get you set up in our system. I've got real work to do. Once you're done, head upstairs and I'll introduce you to the boss.
Time for a proper introduction. I am Shinya Voss, the official reckoner for the And since Neva so thoughtfully mentioned it, in fact, I find Delgado... That's amusing. I don't think I've heard that one before. Oh wait, yes I have. You might as well dispense with all the stupid jokes. I've been hearing them for years. Since I oversee the bulk of transactions and maintain all accounts for the fleet, I'm a prime target for information. Should our enemies capture me or I grew any semblance of a moral conscience, you might consider me the greatest threat we have. For Delgado, the bomb grants peace of mind and a certain degree of safety. It's why he's the boss. Of course. I'm not the... Now, let me get you set up. Thanks to advanced modifications even Nugent would envy, I can interface directly with our mainframe and the Galbank network. This allows me to move and clean credits faster and more efficiently than any run-of-the-mill cyber runner. There, you're done. All you need now is Delgado's blessing, and you'll be one of us. The perfect segue into my final subject. Thanks to our relations with contacts across the galaxy, we always have a steady stream of jobs available. I've granted you all the necessary permissions to access these listings at any time, using the computers that... If Neva's chosen wisely, we certainly will. Now, I believe that covers all I have to say, so you can run along to Delgado. Take the elevator to the upper level. You should be able to find your way from there, I hope.
Alright, listen up. You can all stop complaining. Atrium to cargo bay doors have been repaired. Oh, and you're welcome, Nev.
Our other new recruit. So, now that we are all here, he's standing. The two of you are the only rooks that have made the latest cut. The rest, well, Neva's willing to put her neck on the line and vouch for you, which means you've got what it takes to join the Crimson Fleet. You'd better not disappoint. All right, let's get started here. When you sign up with the Crimson Fleet, you're in it for the long haul. No one quits. No one retires. The only way out is death. You stay loyal or you pay the consequences. Fleet before friends. Fleet before family. Fleet before yourself.
Boss.
Good.
Can we get on with this? I want to get drunk at the last Nova.
I'm impressed. That is the first intelligent thing you have said this entire time, Mathis. Since you two seem so eager to move forward, let's get... Pack your cold weather gear, rooks. Where we are going, you're going to need it.
Oh, God, don't tell me you're dragging him down to Suvarall for another one of your little initiations. 10 Johns to the surface, 12 dead rooks. You'd think by now you would have given up on that goddamn campfire story.
Crix's legacy is no... We've got fresh eyes in the fleet.
I hope you're right, Dale. That new code we grabbed for the lock cost us a ton.
This initiation, as Neva calls it, is your chance to see where it all be. Crix led the riots that gave birth to the Crimson Fleet. And if his legacy is still out there, we're going to be the... before Crix left the fleet, somewhere down the line they started calling it Crix's Legacy. And everyone who's tried to find it has wound up empty-handed, missing, or dead. If we're gonna beat those odds, we'll first need a lead.
Dale's leaving out the best part. That this whole... Crix left a lot of big talk on that recording. And not a lot of facts.
Don't listen. When we get our hands on Crix's Legacy, the fleet will be operating at a completely different level. We will become more than a match for UC Systef. Exactly. Now you're beginning to understand. Okay, enough discussion. We have got a lot of work to do. To that end, the next stop is the lock. I've had Jazz feed the coordinates into you. Since Mathis doesn't have a ship, he's going to ride with me. I'll see you down there, Rook. Don't keep me waiting.
Is this important? Because I'm pretty sure you've been given orders.
You're the greatest explorer in the settled systems. Well, something? Because I'll finish.
Hi. Please disregard. I attempt.
We've detached. Let's get out of here.
Is that really you? I knew it was you. Say, Dan, take me with you. I need to see the universe and have some adventure. And if I know Dan, I know that to you, adventure's your bread, excitement's your butter, and danger, why, to you, that's like strawberry jam to top it off. I want a fun sandwich, Dan. And you make the best. Woot woot! Spin my nipple nuts and send me to Mars. This is gonna be exciting. Hey Dan, I've got something for you. Decommissioned experimental robot, 3rd class. But I prefer Derek. It has a much nicer ring to it, don't you think? I have no idea. One, there are parts of my programming that are inaccessible for some reason, and two, I lost the manual. But hey, if a toaster can still toast, then it's still a toaster, right? Look at this place. It's so clean. Why is everybody staring at us? Are there any museums here, Dan? I love museums.
Just one moment. No, it's gone. Damn it. I almost felt like I was there that time. Well, yes. Do you have a good reason for breaking my concentration? Oh, actually, stop talking. Just had an idea. Perhaps you can make up for your interruption. Tell me, this outfit here, what do you think of it? Is it good? Is this something you would wear? Not even ironically? No, I suppose not. Clearly I'm missing something.
because this is the height of fashion in all the clubs right now. Ugh. But for the life of me, I can't figure out what's so fashionable about it. I'm sorry, you're not here to talk about this. Let's start over. Welcome to McLaren's Outfitters. I'm Jason McLaren's, proprietor. I assume you're here for our old stock? Don't worry, we've still plenty of outfits left. Sure. Well, we did. But that was before I took over the McLaren's brand and released my own outfits. Derivative. But no, utilitarian. That's what they called my work. And now the McLaren's brand is next to worthless. The best I can do is sell off old stock. At least some people are still buying that. Really? You'd be willing to do that for me? I can't pay you, if that's what you're after. And look, I know I run an Outfitters, but I'm not even going to pretend I understand fashion. But what? You seem like the type to go off-world, visit other planets. If you can bring me certain off-world materials, I'm positive I can cobble together a stylish, functional. Hell, the suit would be yours to keep, no extra charge. All I ask is that you perhaps wear it as you travel, at least for a short time. If people see McLaren's can do more than just seam dresses, perhaps... Wonderful. You just turned my day around. I've been meditating on this suit project for weeks now, so I already have a full list of what I'd need ready to go. Here, take this slate. That should list the materials I need and where you can find them. Gather everything up, bring it back here, and you won't be disappointed.
Wow, look at this place. It's so clean. Hey, Dan, I've got something for you. Hi, Dan. Is that what this place is called? I don't remember how I got here, only that I needed to find you, Dan. I don't know. I cannot access my memory banks for more information. I just know that it's important. Dan is important. I can't answer that, Dan. As I have said, I cannot access my memory banks for answers. But hey, maybe if I hang around with you, something might unlock them.
Call me a cynic. The only reason the colony war ended was because everyone was running out of bodies to throw into the grinder.
Completed diagnostic cycle. No anomalies found.
I need to...
Welcome back. I hope you haven't forgotten our deal. Of course.
Hi, Dan. What? Is everybody staring at us?
Fancy armor you got there. Almost puts the...
Hope you're finding everything you need. Oh, please, take a look. Appreciate the business.
Hi, Dan. What do you need?
You know, just by walking through that door, you've shown you make. You're here because you. Please, take a.
Are there any museums here, Dan?
What's the word for that again? Wow, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Look at this place. It's so clean.
I'm sure you already. There's something to be said for brand loyalty. Only the finest collect.
I need to find information. Is there a museum around here, Dan? Why, Dan?
Scanning.
Why is everybody staring at us? Are there any museums here, Dan? I love museums. Wow, look at this place. It's so clean. I need to find information. Is there a museum around here, Dan?
You're a member of the UC Vanguard. They're so lucky to have you.
Why is everybody staring at us? Are there any museums here, Dan? I love museums. Wow, look at this place. It's so clean. I need to find information. Is there a museum around here, Dan?
What are we doing? What's next for me and you?
Around here, Dan? behind you. Are there any museums here, Dan? I love museums. Hi, Dan. What do you need?
Attention uncataloged vessel. Our systems have flagged you as suspect. You will submit to processing. It doesn't matter who we are. You've been flagged as a threat to others and yourself. You will submit. Please, don't make this harder than it has to be. Prepare for involuntary power down and incapacitation. Do not resist, and the processing will be over soon.
Our shields are completely offline, Captain. Our weapons system is down. Weapons system damaged.
I launched the comm beacon. By the time we arrive at Hanville Station, they should be prepped for containment. Although, match, that's for sure. Fighting would bag us some promotions. Regardless, I'll start getting them ready. Ah, damn it. Another ship is jumping in. We're being boarded.
Hair's a little shorter, I think. I don't know, hard to tell. But I'm fairly sure you're you. And it looks like I found you not a moment too late. Pins and needles all over, am I right? Yeah, nasty thing, that beam of theirs. First blast disables your ship, second disables anyone on board. Ah, yeah, you're welcome, I think. Huh, that was almost coherent. You should be knee-deep in drool, barely able to remember which shoe goes on which foot. I'm actually impressed. But you'll have to give it a little more time before you can actually talk again, and be able to move more than just your head. Uh-huh, you don't say. Well, I'd love to continue this enthralling dialogue we've got going on. These guys who attacked you, it wasn't by accident. And if I hadn't intervened, you'd be on. These guys, they will come for you again, and right now there's precious little you could do to stop them. Listen, there'll be enemy reinforcements here at any moment, so I'm gonna use my ship to lure them away. Give them something else to chase for a while. Once you can walk again, come find me at these coordinates. I'll do everything I can to keep you safe. You have my word on that. Now, let's get you out of this, and back to your ship.
Starting procedure.
And we're locked in.
Hello. May I be of assistance? Designation, some guy, unknown. All current station residents located in recreation area.
Well, Dan, look at you go.
Ah, and there he is. Welcome to Stardock Alpha, my current home away from home. Glad you found your way here. Oh, thanks, although it's not really mine. I'll introduce you to the owner later. But for now, I imagine you have a lot of questions, and I do have answers for you. But first, we need to talk about the people who attacked you. The group that attacked you, they're called Watchtower. I'm not surprised if you've never heard of them. To say they're clandestine would be an understatement. From what I've gathered, it seems they've made it their life's work to hunt down and confine individuals they consider dangerous. Individuals like you. And me. I'm glad you think so. But unfortunately for now, that's where when Watchtower came for you, I'm sure their method of capture didn't escape your notice. For people like us, Watchtower like to employ a particular device. A kind of energy weapon. The first blast disables... Or at least, it's meant to. But you... you took that second. Maybe now you're starting to get a picture on why Watchtower might be scared of you? Huh? You'd think so, wouldn't you? But scared or not, they know if they hit you enough times, even the most hardy succumb to their weapon. Now, I'm a little sparse on the details, but I do know they call this weapon the Synapse Disruptor, which seems an apt name if you ask me. Oh, and here's the worst part. There's no foolproof counter to the Disruptor. None at all. Huh, that was a bit... Let me backtrack and rephrase things. There is no technological counter. But this brings me to why I made contact. I have devised a... But the catch is, it's not something I can do alone. And it's gonna take effort. It's fairly simple, really. Maybe you already noticed, but Watchtower's Disruptor. It takes a while to charge between bursts. And as long as your ship has power, it needs to hit you at least twice in order to incapacitate. Now, if you're flying about all by your lonesome, it's not too difficult for Watchtower to blast you as many times as they need. But what if you weren't by yourself? What if you had the support of others? In a nutshell, here's my strategy. You don't fly alone anymore. Instead, you get some buddies. You get more ships. You get a fleet. Then, even if Watchtower track you down and get a shot in with their Disruptor, with other ships there to cover you, they'd never get a second hit, giving you time to recover, get back in the fight, and avoid capture. Think about it. It makes sense, right? Okay, good. I'm happy you're on board with this fleet idea. You know that the first time that we... Oh, right. Yeah, we've not really been introduced yet, have we? Let's rectify that. My name's Torin. just Torin. I guess you could say I'm a traveler. Yeah, I travel the stars. And it's likely during those travels I got the attention of Watchtower. And been trying to shake him off ever since. Why does that not surprise me? You know, I once heard it said that travel broadens the mind. I think we might both agree there's some truth to that. I think nothing of it. Just doing what's right. Okay then, if we're going to make this fleet idea work, it's about time we get a move on, before Watchtower catches us with our pants down. You and me both. Here's how we're gonna pull this fleet thing off. First, we need some hardware. Equipment, especially designed to handle this sort of thing. Had a pal look into it, and he figured out what we'll need. A Model 2 Fleet Sync control node. And he knows where we can find one, too. But the problem is, control node's not easily accessible. It's stored away in an old facility with no simple way in. But I got a solution for that. Here, catch! That is our solution. You ever hear about the orbital drops the UC and Freestar Collective did during the Colony War? Basically, troops planetside would toss down a flare, like the one I just gave you. It would mark a spot, and then depending on what the flare signaled, ships in orbit would fire down whatever was requested. Emergency backup, supplies, or sometimes just a good old airstrike. Or orbit strike, I guess. They called them sky drops. Very versatile. Very useful. And now, very illegal. Forbidden by the armistice. At least, for the military. But we're not military. I got a skydrop system rigged up to my ship, and that's what we're going to use to get into that facility and grab the hardware we need. That's what I like to hear. Time to get moving. Jump in your ship and meet me outside. Hail me when you're ready, and we'll plot a course. I'm glad we're doing this. You and me. We'll show Watchtower they picked the wrong people to mess with. This time. I'll see you in space.
Separation complete.
We're going to be jumping to Eridani 3 in the Eridani system. Once we're there, we can get things started. You good to go? Okay then. Power up your grav drive and take point. I'll be right behind you.
23. Alright, power up your scanners and do a sweep of the planet. See if we can find our facility. Receiving your telemetry. There it is. I see our facility, near one of the poles. Huh. Gren wasn't kidding. Most of it's buried under ice. Won't be easy to get inside. But no problem. That's why we've got Skydrop. All we need to do is... Hey, I'm detecting incoming ships. They're small. Look like drones. Watchtower drones, damn! They probably detected our scan. We'll have to deal with them before we can head to the planet's surface. Don't worry, these things aren't big enough to carry disruptors. Still, they can do some damage, so let's take them out as fast as we can. Once you're there, I'll provide further instructions. Make sure you keep warm. Conditions down there don't seem overly hospitable. Okay, have a good landing.
You have my attention.
You've got something for me?
If you're over encumbered and in need of any assistance. some of your burdens.
Facility you're looking for shouldn't be too far away. Make your way there and I'll start prepping Skydrop.
This place looks dangerous, Dan.
Skydrop to work, the ship deploying needs pinpoint coordinates and a drop request. So, take out that flare I gave you, punch in a request for a surface missile, then throw the flare near the exposed portion of the facility. That's right, we're blasting this sucker open. And I've only got one missile on board, so make sure you don't mess up. Okay, that's a good read. System's got a lock, missile loaded, Skydrop deploying. Nice work. Now we've got a way inside. Oh, shit. Perhaps I should have mentioned this sooner. This is an old watchtower facility we're breaking into. But I didn't expect them to have max. Your weapons won't scratch it. And we just used our only Skydrop. Shit. Oh, I got an idea. Get some distance between you and that mech. Now. All right, remember, Watchtower is still looking to capture you. So find the control node, get back to Stardock, and my friends there will help you. And if we don't see each other again, best of luck. I got complete confidence in you. Hey, you want to see something cool? Fix your eyes on the mech. And say goodbye in 3, 2, 1. Touchdown.
Going to fly. first to have it.
Hi, Dan. Okay, then. Looks like we got ourselves some trouble.
I have hostiles in range. Total system failure.
Death ain't pretty, but it sure is necessary sometimes.
Won't be doing much evil anymore. Thanks to me.
Hi, Dan. What do you need?
Scanning.
My sensors have detected possible enemy activity. I damage all systems.
I'm coming, Dan. What do you need? Sure thing, Dan.
Yes, infallible one. Consider me your... part of your crew is just the best.
We should be careful here, Dan.
Beginning combat protocol.
That's going to leave a bomb!
It's time.
I am unable. Repair not possible.
Trouble could have been avoided. You chose to face it. That was the wrong choice. Dan, are you feeling okay? My scanners tell me that you're injured.
Not literally, though, as I've got small.
Hi, Dan. looky here.
Over-encumbered, but never deterred, our hero strides don't mind. Being part of your crew is just the best.
Scanning. Hi, Dan. What do you need? This place looks dangerous, Dan.
Hey, you found it. All by yourself, too. Well done. I am? Huh, you're right. How about that? Guess I do have some explaining to do. But not here. Not now. We'll be safer back at Stardock. We can talk more there. And also get started on your fleet. Sounds good to me. Now call me crazy, but I don't think my ship is going to be flying anytime soon. So I'm going to have to bum a ride. Don't worry though, I am a great co-pilot. I only ever crash ships when I mean to. Okay, let's head back to... Was that you or me?
Warning. Connection error detected. Anomalies in Corvette control system. Containment protocols engaged. Area sealed.
Huh. Evidently, pulling that control node had one or two unforeseen consequences. Oh, no. No. We are not... This isn't... We cannot fight this thing. It's shields. There's no way we can get through those. The firepower needed to... Wait, I think I got a plan. Stay here and get behind some damn cover.
One second. Just checking. Let's see some systems. But it does have a synapse disruptor. Perfect. One small snafu. Corvette doesn't have power. It is umbilical to the facility's reactor. Here's the plan. We can draw power from the facility. You just need to flip some breaker switches. Should be 4 of them around the
Hey. Hey, you alright? Easy now, there's no need for such strong language. Let's keep things civil. Although, I suppose you've got a good reason to be upset. You got zapped by the disruptor. Of course that would happen. I should have thought of that. Sorry, that's my bad. But hey, the mech's out of commission. See? All thanks to you. You're not half bad at this whole thinking on your feet thing. You're welcome. Drool running down your chin and still impeccable manners. Bravo. You're looking more upright than I'd expect. Guessing the disruptor didn't get a clean hit on you. Huh, that's lucky. Means you should be able to walk, and in a straight line even. More or less. Well, lockdown's over and we have the control node. We can finally leave this place. Come on, let's hightail it back to Stardock.
We should be careful here, Dan. Hi, Dan.
Let's head back to Stardock. We can talk more once we're there.
It must be great to be able to see yourself whenever you want.
Captain Kelvin. Hello, Captain. Yes, Captain.
As much as I hate to hear those words, as your #1 fan, oh my god, I'm literally... There's always room. Of course!
Gladly. I'll treat every one of your items.
That was a good talk. It'll be hard to top it.
Hey, Dan, feel free to load some of that junk into my trunk.
I'll admit, I get a sort of twisted excitement every time we face off with Watchtower. It's like playing a very dangerous game. Let's head back to Stardock. We can talk more once we're there.
Three spacers got the drop on me. Flipped the table. Found a good use for a butter knife. Dull, but surprisingly effective.
Engines firing.
Here we go. Jobs everyone freaked out. 2 shots, now we're back to my sandwich.
Nice. But still, butter knife.
Yeah. You win this round, Andreja.
Space. The blackest sea. Where shall we swim to next? Oh,
Why is it every time we get back from a supply run, you're nowhere to be found? Is it really that hard to stay put and not leave the station unattended?
Ah, you're exaggerating. It's not every time. Besides, Babs was here.
Babs can't regulate the station's power core. You know, the unstable power core.
So, how was your supply run? Those surgeon guys have everything you need?
No, they didn't. Per usual. And don't think I didn't notice you changing the subject.
Speaking of changing the subject, let me introduce my friend here.
Don't worry, you didn't. Torin, on the other hand.
This is the person I told you about, Harper. The one I was looking for. He was very almost a permanent guest of Watchtower. Thankfully, though, I was there to save his sorry ass. Instead of waiting alone on an empty station, twiddling my thumbs.
Oh, I see. Huh. Then I guess you had a good excuse to not be here. You're off the hook. This time.
1,000 thank yous, my fair lady. Thy generosity is truly boundless.
Put a sock in it, Torin. And you, Torin's friend? From what I understand, you be no fan of Watchtower, right? If you want to give them a bloody lip, come talk to me when you have a moment. Got a job for you.
That's Harper. Stardock belongs to her as much as it belongs to anyone. She lets a few of us hang out here, provided we don't misbehave. That's a good question. It wasn't easy. I mean, I never intended for a suicide run, but still, you can't always rely on your talents to get you out of a jam. But I did have a way out. A sort of escape plan. Without getting too deep into the nitty-gritty details, let's just say this time, my talent was at least enough to avoid certain death. But not enough to land me anywhere near you, post-escape. That's why it took me a while to catch up to you. Sorry about that. But you did just fine without me. And I knew you would. Ah, you already. And if you don't, you will soon. Look, I'm still here, you're still here. That's what's important. The specifics, those will come when the time is right. Let's see. There's me, Gren, and the occasional drifter. And I suppose now you as well. Harper's got a soft spot for the dispossessed. That's for sure. If you already trust me, then sure, you can trust her too. I do. It's thanks to her Starduck is even up and running in the first place. And I wasn't kidding about her being generous. She's good people. As for more personal details, you should go ask her yourself. I don't think she'd object. Stardock! Well, now it is, but it's really only had that name for the past... Before that, it laid abandoned for a decade or so. You should ask Harper about it. She knows more about this place than I do. For that, we need to go talk with Gren. He's a ship engineer. Can help us get it. You've not met him yet. Gren maybe isn't what you'll be expecting. But you don't need to worry about it. That's the spirit. We should head over to Gren's workshop. Or, I suppose we could go to the bar, talk with Harper first. She did seem to want you for something. It's up to you what we do. Lead and I will follow. We should speak with Gren and Harper.
Scanning.
I'm still here, Dan.
First rule. This is my home, and you're a guest. So behave yourself. But so long as you don't cause trouble, my docking bays are always open. With that out of the way, welcome to Stardock. I think that's what we ended up calling this place. Torin? Oh, that's a story. We first met here. I thought he was just some spacer, trying to muscle me out. Almost blew him out of an airlock.
What do you mean, almost?
But once we stopped trying to kill each other, we figured out we both just wanted a safe place to set up shop. found this place a few months back, abandoned for years, falling apart at the seams. But with a little love and a lot of welding, we got it into decent shape. And best of all, here, I make the rules. Sleep a hell of a lot better knowing that. Me? Not much to tell. I mean, I grew up in Neon, lost more to that city than I care to share. So, I left. After that, tried to do some good for a while. Fell in with one of the medical firms. Would pull folks out of bad situations, patch them up if they're hurt. Felt right at the time, but didn't care much for all the regulations. Just wanted to do what needed doing. Now I do my own thing. No one holding me down, no one trying to pull my strings. Suits me just fine. Sure did. Compared to Torin and Gren, I don't have much of an axe to grind with Watchtower. But from the little I know of them, they seem like the domineering type, sticking their noses. So, when Gren tells me he detects some sort of Watchtower listening post in the Altair system.
The Altair system? That's barely a jump away. No.
I don't care if it's the Freestar Collective, pirates, or even this Watchtower. This listening post, it's not good for any of us. It's got...
Hey, you won't get any argument out of me.
So here's my proposition. I tell you where this listening post is, you download any data it's collected, then take it offline. I'll pay you for your time, a nice heap of credits. We only passed by the system, but as best we could tell, the listening post was somewhere. Couldn't tell you exactly where, though. You'll probably have to investigate.
We actually already have experience searching for Watchtower facilities. I think we know just what to look for.
If you do find the place, make a copy of any data it has collected. At the very least, it might shed some light on what Watchtower's up to. After that, do what you need to do to shut it down. Destroy any vital infrastructure they might have. We don't want them just flipping the power switch back on.
Find listening post, collect data, destroy vital infrastructure. Got it. Before we head out, we should check in with Gren. He can help us put our fleet together.
I think Torin and Gren want to talk with you. You should check in with them.
Dan, I'm sure you'd find... Hi, Dan.
Huh. So you found him after all. Good. Better with us than in Watchtower's hands. Your reaction is understandable. Apologies if I caused distress. Maybe I should remove my helmet.
Oh, actually, that might... Okay.
There. Much better. Torin really should have prepared you better for this.
Gren is ex-Watchtower. He's defected. No longer with them. Now he's as much their enemy as you or me. And as for his colorful appearance...
There's no need to be delicate, Torin. I won't be offended. We can speak plainly. If you're curious, please, feel free to ask any questions you might have. I'll answer what I can. I take it that means you recovered the control node.
Got it right here. Was exactly where you said we'd find it. Although a heads up about the mechs would have been nice.
Mechs? I'm shocked there were any remaining. They were all flagged for transfer. I hope they didn't cause too much trouble.
We're alive, aren't we? Don't worry about it. Still, you should probably work on your intel.
Intel is Harper's specialty, not mine. If you hand me the control node, we can begin building your fleet. Acceptable condition. Should suffice. I've already done most of the prep work. Installing this to the main board shouldn't be difficult. Please, have a seat. Help yourself to a snack or drink. This won't take long. There. I think we're done here. The control node integrated without issue. You now have a mainframe fully capable of fleet management and coordination. Nothing I didn't anticipate, but I have had weeks to plan this. Efficiently. This fleet command system I fabricated, you should find it fairly intuitive. Go ahead, try it for yourself. Use the terminal and commission one of your other ships to your fleet.
Hey, don't look at me. Look at that fleet terminal instead.
And that's all you have to do. That vessel's now part of your fleet. Newly commissioned vessels will automatically follow your lead ship. But if you'd prefer different tactics, you can always change their orders. Keep in mind, at the moment, the command system can only handle one additional ship. But if you want, you can always switch a vessel out for another. I was about to suggest you assign a pilot, but I see you've already figured out how to do that yourself. Congratulations, you now have an active fleet. Of course, it's only 2 ships, but in time, and with additional resources, we can grow that number.
Yeah, we owe you one, Gren. This should at least be enough to even the odds against any watchtower patrols that come our way.
Torin, I noticed that your ship and the skydrop system I spent several weeks retrofitting into it are suspiciously absent.
Yeah, about that. You see, there was a situation, unavoidable, really. One thing led to another, and...
That does not... And now, I am doubly glad that I began work on building. We can integrate it into your fleet's new ship immediately. I have a feeling you will make for a better... Be advised, skydrops are used by fleet ships that remain in orbit. If you install a skydrop to your home ship, it'll be useless. Now, where did I put that vacuum tape? I regret to inform you that your funds are insufficient. I have some items available. I maintain. I regret to inform you that your funds are insufficient. No need. Your ship's in. Of course. And you have at least... Our business is concluded.
Should talk with Gren.
I have a skydrop ready for integration. Let's get it on your ship. Be advised, skydrops are used by fleet ships that remain in orbit. If you install a skydrop to your home ship, it'll be useless. Now, where did I put that vacuum tape? You know where to find me. I have a skydrop ready for it. Be advised, skydrops are used... Now, where did I put that? Skydrop system has been successfully integrated. I trust Torin has explained how it all operates. Naturally, you'll need flares to call one down. So, take these. That's all I have to hand right now. However, you can always craft additional flares, assuming you have the necessary materials. I may also be able to fabricate more for you. Be sure you check my personal stockpile from time to time. For now, that's all I can do for you. I hope it's enough.
We appreciate it, Gren. Really. But are you sure there's nothing else? Not to sound ungrateful, it's just...
So far, everything I've made has been reverse engineered from Watchtower hardware. The fleet command system, the Skydrops. In theory, I could upgrade these things, but I'd need specialized components. Watchtower components.
Well, in that case, if we come across any Watchtower materials, we'll... Ha! We have a fleet! Yes, right now it's only 2 ships, but it's still early days. I'm sure we'll figure out a way to expand. Well, that's everything we needed to do here. Come on, we should investigate that Watchtower listening post. I'll join you aboard your ship. Don't feel right sending you off by yourself just yet.
Hi, Dan.
Let me know how it goes with that listening. Let me know how it goes with that listening post.
We should head down to Altair 3, deal with this listening post.
We're free and clear for flight.
So, I hear you've been making yourself pretty useful around the ship, Cora.
I have, Dad. I want to be as good a co-pilot for the captain as I am for you.
Well, you're doing a great job, Stringbean. I'm proud of you.
head down to Altair 3. Deal with this listening post.